By we, he means him. Picked up on that. Here we go. 8 more laps. Lap modified setup. We have the lineup for the factory stocks. Just got to figure out the B feature. We've got the lineup for the B mods. The lineup for the Grand Nats.
Ouch.
And then already, ouch is right.
It's going to hurt, and that's a bad break for Justin Johnson there. That 7J, he really had nowhere to go in that. And I'm trying to see. You can see him in the car, had his head down. He's actually looking down at something in there in that car. And watch on the flag stand, and they're waving somebody over to get over there and check on that young man. But watch, the 16 of Matt Johnson jumps over Matt Pugh in the 38. It basically sets a little chain reaction going there. Pugh starts to lose grip, and he's also got a rub on the tire. He spins out. Everybody makes it by, but Justin Johnson trying to make a move, deciding where to go. He chooses wrong. He's got nowhere to go because he's already sliding. He gets into the side of Matt Pugh and then goes into that wall coming off of turn 2. And you think, hey, it's the start of the race. He's not going very fast. No, he's got a lot of momentum built up going on around there.
Yeah, off that turn. So he's talking to the track officials over there and the personnel helping out, trying to get that helmet out of the window, which is probably damaged as well.
Yeah, it's just one of those things you never know. And many things can happen to a driver when they're inside that car. One of the things that you always want to do is you always want to try to remember to let go of that steering wheel, because when you start bouncing around, that steering wheel goes and rolls into whatever direction it wants to go for you. But as we sit here and look, you see that Matt Johnson gets in the back of Pugh, and then you see that tire rub, and it starts to send him around. And that's all she wrote. And you see Justin Johnson, he'll come into your screen. He's already sliding by the time he gets there. He really, you're probably at the mercy of what's going on once you're heading that direction. There's not much that you're going to do. It's kind of like being on ice or in mud, say, when you've got a head of steam built up. There's really nothing you can do about it. You're just going to go for the ride, and wherever it's going to stop is where you're going to stop.
And there is Johnson out of the car, being helped to his feet. The ambulance is going to come out. Rarely do you see that type of collision out here. Not only the force of it, but also just right there, head on to the driver's side.
Yeah, and you know, these cars, though, we talk about this time and time again. Some of these cars are probably more safe than, say, your Lexus, your SUV.
Sure.
I mean, I'd much rather almost have a wreck in one of these than I would on the street in one of my cars that you can get from GM, Ford, wherever. There's so much stuff in here protecting you. And we talked about this a week ago, or I believe I talked about it with Christoph, but here at Lakeside Speedway, they mandate more safety equipment here. Not only do they mandate a head and neck restraint, which actually takes care of the driver's head area, here at Lakeside Speedway, they make you wear a 6-point harness. So instead of just the normal 5-point where it comes in, they add an extra strap in there. It keeps you in your seat a little bit better. Some of the tracks, you know, I don't know if they think about or worry about too much of safety issues. Sure, it costs drivers a little bit more to do some of these things, but in the long run, is it worth it? In my eyes, yes, it would be worth it to spend a little